Hey there, I'm Desi Sanchez, and this is Vivo's Sound and City. We're touring the most legendary music cities in America to show you where bands hang out when they come to town. It's your DIY guide to eating, drinking, shopping, and partying like a rock star. Now pack your bags, because today we're headed to a mystical place where many bands play but few ever leave. The one and only Portland, Oregon. No other city in America embraces music culture quite like Portland. This town runs on bike power, microbrews, and killer rock and roll. And that's helped make the City of Roses the destination for rock bands looking for a place to call home. From homegrown talent like Sleater-Kinney and the Decemberists to transplants like the Shins and Modest Mouse, Portland's home to so many bands, you need a map of the stars just to keep them all straight. To find out why, we're sitting down with one man who knows exactly how much the city has to offer. Arts and Culture Policy Director, Carrie Clark.
There's an incredible tradition of music and art in the city. I think there's a sense that Portland's music community is really collaborative. I think people are drawn to that.
And how is your office involved in the city's music scene?
The music scene takes care of itself in a lot of ways, and our most important role is just to kind of cheerlead and try to bring attention to it. One of the city council members is in a band with the chief of police, and they're called the Usual Suspects. We have the Regional Arts and Culture Council offers grants to artists of all different kinds. We've also had concerts here at City Hall. We recognize that this is contributing a lot to the quality of life here, to our economy here. That's all very important.
Whether you're in town to play your first gig or a regular back for a big set at the Wonder Ballroom, the first decision for any out-of-towner is definitely where to stay.
Portland has some of the coolest hotels in the country. From the renovated Motor Inn at the Jupiter Hotel to the much lauded designs of hotels like the Ace and the Nines. But for die-hard musicians in town, nowhere caters quite like the Crystal Hotel.
Every room is named after a song by a band that played at the Crystal Ballroom at some point. You have the lyrics and two different paintings or panels inside the room to commemorate the experience in the show. We have some that are historical bands that played here, like Marvin Gaye, and then great rooms for My Morning Jacket, the Black Keys, Modest Mouse. One of my favorites is the Sonic Youth Room, Cool Thing, because right over the bed it says, I don't want to, I don't think so.
For all their equipment needs, Apple Music Row is the Portland spot touring bands swear by. Apple Music's selection is so expansive, they have separate adjacent stores for percussion, electric, and acoustic instruments.
I opened up the store in 1975, and when you walk in Apple Music, you can take a look at things that you can't find anywhere in the world.
So what notable artists or bands have perused your wares?
One of my first customers and best customers was Carlos Santana. And of course, we've met everybody since then, Steve Vai and Eddie Van Halen.
Now, what's your favorite piece in the Vintage Museum?
Well, the first guitar I ever bought was my '56 Gold Top when I was 10 years old, and I still have it.
Other good options for a mid-tour gear tune-up are Artichoke Music, Revival Drum Shop, and Trade Up.
Now, musicians migrate to Portland from all over, but one band's been treating locals to a distinct folk rock sound for over 5 years. I'm here to see Ryan from the Builders and the Butchers to see why they choose to call Portland home. So Ryan, what is it about Portland that produces and attracts so many successful artists?
It's cheap. And it's like the one place you can move that has like this really burgeoning arts and music community.
And how does the city influence your music?
There's so many good bands that the bar is just constantly raised, so everybody's trying to get better and better.
Do you have any favorite places you like to go to for live music?
I really like seeing shows at the Doug Fir and Mississippi Studios, but there's some really excellent like small venues in town, like the No or Valentine's downtown. You can have 40 or 50 people and the band is right there and the audience is right there, and you're really like feeling a connection.
Well, enough talk. I think it's about time I checked out some live music in this town. Portland's music venues are as unique as the city. From small punk spots like the No and music and arts venues like Holocene to powerhouse clubs like the Roseland and the Crystal Ballroom, PDX continues to prove it's a world of its own. But to see big name acts like the Decemberists or Death Cab for Cutie, then the Doug Fir has got to be your pick.
Connected to the Jupiter Hotel, this futuristic log cabin and basement club epitomizes the PDX scene. 1 part lumberjack, 2 parts hipster chic, and a good dash of solid rock and roll. So Brian, how long has Doug Fir been supplying Portland with live music?
As of October, we just eclipsed 7 years. We have shows usually every night. We're pretty eclectic. We range from rock and folk to hip hop and electronica. We have a pretty interesting dynamic in that we have a hotel that's connected, we have the restaurant and the bar that's connected, so a lot of touring bands come through and they enjoy the rest.
For the perfect show encore and to help stave off tomorrow's rock hangover, follow the hungry mob to this shanty town of food carts on Southeast 12th and Hawthorne, known simply as Cartopia. Here, Whiffy's Fried Pies serves up a crazy selection of deep fried goodies. Viking Soul Food dishes up all your Norwegian favorites, and Pyro Pizza wood fires up their delicious pies right in the back of their truck. And we'll see you at our next stop on tour, only on Vivo's Sound and City. Thanks for watching. See you next time.